Hey, Chatty's World. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Hey, Chatty's World. How are you? Hey, Kithia, girl. I ain't seen you in a rip. How you been, girl? Okay, y'all. I'm up tonight. I've been actually. I've been all right. Being the fact that all this is going on. I'm good, guys. I'm good. I'm just up and I'm bored. And I was thinking because me and my husband was making our kids backpacks. Hey, Coco, what's going on, boo? I was just telling you guys that I want to be able to share what I've learned about being ready for what's to come. So I know I haven't seen you in a while. I have not seen you in a while. I'm sorry that you're not doing well. We're gonna have our own personal chat, boo. That you may not want to put your business out there. But like I said, me and my husband was making backpacks for our kids and for ourselves for just in case an emergency happens. Our lights get cut out. It's a lot going on right now in the world with this whole coronavirus thing. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm packing up these backpacks, let me go ahead and go live and be able to share with my fellow sisters and brothers on how to pack and be prepared for what's to come. No, I am not a conspiracy theorist or nothing like that. But as y'all can see in other states and cities that, people are on 24-hour lockdown, and say that their LG&E or lights, gas, electricity, say anything goes out, say they don't have any food, say anything's to happen. We need to come together as family and stick together and be there for one another, our neighbors or whoever, because people got kids, there's elderly people who don't have any family. We got to be there for them. So I'm going to tell you guys what to have to be prepared if something does go down to where we can't go to the stores, or we don't have no gas in our cars, or there's not enough food in our pantries. My city will probably be on lockdown the next few days. San Francisco is locked down and only a few hours away. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh. We're not on lockdown yet in Kentucky, where we don't even have a curfew yet. They just now closed the daycares and they just now closed the schools. So I really want to make sure that you guys are prepared. I thank you guys for coming in this late at night. I thank you guys for being up and showing love. I love you guys. So let me start with this. You must have water bottles. If you have, like, say you drink soda, get your 1 liter water bottle, get your 1 liter soda bottles and fill them up. Put bleach in it. Put a tiny speck of bleach in it. That's just to clean the waters. And store them under your sink. Oh yeah, our grocery stores is out of meat too. Our grocery stores are out of meat too. And I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. And definitely when I'm finished with this video, I'm definitely going to be in prayer for you guys. I'm going to close it out with a prayer because that's what's needed right now. Although bleach is needed, washing hands, sanitizing, and all that's needed, also prayer is needed to uplift the spirits of our people like who's feeling down right now. So would you say I have water fountain and got 15 gallons? Good deal, good deal, good deal. Most definitely. And keep them under your sink. Also have 3 days worth of food, of dry food. That's the problem with people. Everybody's going out buying like hamburger, steaks, fish, and they're not thinking about buying, like cereals, rice, dry foods, canned goods, box foods. They're not thinking about what's to come if we don't get no more shipments. If everybody's laid off and have to come off their job and there's shipments coming through, what do you think you're going to have? You're not going to have any more chicken. Yep, non-perishable items. Yep, keep you most definitely non-perishable items. Thank you. You are going to need to have those things because if we can't cook because our electricity and our gas and stuff aren't working, we need something to feed our children. We need something to feed our grandparents, the elderly, because they can't cook. They can't get up and do nothing on their own. So the non-perishable items, you need a flashlight. Make sure you have a flashlight in your backpack. Well, if you are a family of, I guess, two or more, make sure everybody have a backpack with at least one water bottle in it, and water bottles, perishable items, flashlight. You need a first aid kit with batteries. Girl, I had to go to 3 stores for rice and potatoes. Are you serious? And stuff is picked over, and then you gotta be thinking like, is people's licking stuff and coughing on stuff? Oh my god, it's a no go. That is a no go for me. I already went to the store. I went to the store before this whole thing happened. We always stay stocked because you never know what's gonna happen. So me and my husband, we always stay stocked with toilet paper, dry foods, whatever. Also, in your bag, you want to have a whistle. You want to be able to have that for help. If you can't yell or if you don't think anybody can hear you, have a whistle. Make sure you also have a weapon of choice. I do not recommend a knife. I recommend a gun, more than likely. You got to think a gun is for those people who feel like they can just break into your house and steal your stuff. Like, that's not right. There's people out here that's going to try to break into a single woman's house, try to break into an elderly person's house and steal their stuff. You need to have a gun. You need to have a taser. You need to have mace. You need to have something to protect yourself. So make sure that you have that in the backpack. Do you have an emergency backpack, Keithia? Amen. You said how far you say you was from San Francisco? What city you in? Hold on, I'm trying to share this video out as well because I want everybody to get this. Yes, it's packed and at the door. Okay, you're in Sacramento. Okay. Yeah, because I really did hear what was going on over there in California, and I was like, look, when it happens in California, it comes all the way over here. So most definitely, I was like, we gotta prepare these backpacks. We had also did exit plans for our kids. Like I have a 9-year old. What I got, girl? A 9-year old, an 8-year old, a 7-year old, a 3-year old, and a 5-month old baby. So I'm like, we gotta have exit plans just in case, like me and my husband cannot get out the house. We need to make sure that our 9, 8, and 7-year old kid know how to climb out the window and jump off the roof, just in case anything happens to us, because their room is upstairs and our room is downstairs. So just in case anything happens down here, I don't want my kids to come down here. It was a case in Lexington, Kentucky. What happened in Lexington, Kentucky? Because I'm in Louisville. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, which is only an hour away from Lexington. What happened? Pause. All right, I'm back. Like I never left. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, there's Let me see. We had a case. We have cases in Louisville, in Kentucky alone. We have I want to say 22 cases now, and that's just been over the course of 3 days. So I mean, they're shutting down. What they shut down the libraries, they shut down the schools, they're shutting down the daycares Friday. They're shutting down a lot of jobs. They're shutting down restaurants, movie theaters, bars, liquor stores. Everything is being shut down. So, I mean, I think that the situation just really got out of hand. I think that the government done unleashed some stuff. on somebody and it got out of hand, and now they're trying to will it back. So the way they can will it back is to not contaminate everybody, but to isolate everybody into their own homes, because now they're talking about 10 or more people cannot conjugate together, which is crazy. 10 people is not really a lot of people. So yeah, all our schools are closed until April 6th, I believe. And then they're trying to think of further. I'm like, I don't have a problem with my kids being home because I'm a stay-at-home mom anyway, so that's not a problem for me. But hey, 96 gal, I'm sorry. How are you? I'm just up tonight. I'm really like, it's been on my spirit to come on here and just speak to my sisters and brothers about being prepared for what's to come. I have a subscriber that's from Italy, and he was telling me that over there they're on 24-hour lockdown. They cannot leave to go. They cannot even leave to go to the store. So I want to make sure that everybody have what they need. You said all schools here in South Carolina are closed for 2 weeks. Yes, yes, yes. And I mean, we're closed for 3 weeks, but our spring break is at the end of the month, so you might as well say 2 weeks. I mean, you guys, it's really getting crazy out here, and I just want to make sure that everybody is prepared. Some people really don't know, and I can tell that people don't know because what they did was they ran to the store and they bought up all the toilet paper and all the paper towel, and they bought up all the meat, and I'm like, all the medicine is still in the stores, all the vitamins are still in the stores. Y'all didn't even buy stuff that was really needed just in case something really happens to where your kids are sick, you're sick, the elderly is sick. Y'all have got to make sure that y'all have the vitamins. Y'all have got to make sure that y'all have the medication, the non-perishable items, the water. Make sure you put a tiny bit of bleach in the water to make sure you keep the water clean. Um, Dust masks are needed. Um, just in case you got to climb under your house to get out. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen, and that's the problem. People don't know what is to come, and that is the most scariest thing. I'm not a fearful person at all, but I mean, I got to protect my family. My husband has to protect his family. I got kids. I got to protect my kids, and I can't be thinking about these crazy people out here who's going to break into people's houses because they weren't ready for what's to come. So 60 now, gal, do you got a backpack ready? Do you got like a backpack with all your important documents or, money in it, or, are you set? I mean, do you have any advice for anybody or even for me on what to do? I mean, SC, I'm taking it that South Carolina, like, what's going on down there besides the schools? Is your restaurants closed? Are y'all going to be on, what's that called? I'm sorry. Are y'all going to be on curfew? I know I had a subscriber. She's on curfew right now. Her curfew is at 8 o'clock. They still have you guys working? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, she lives in Newark, New Jersey, and they're on curfew. They got tents out up there. Everybody has to go and get tested. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. It says I have to be at the hospital every day for classes, and there was a case on the other side, and my immune system is messed up. Oh no, sis, get that checked. Get that checked. I'm not saying that you got the stuff. We're not going to speak that on you. The blood of Jesus is on you, so I'm not going to say that you got it, but still make sure that you get a check. Every time I go to the hospital, I catch something. I swear, every time I go. And I have to take my son, my baby, to get surgery on Thursday. So, I mean, on Wednesday. So, I'm going to take a mask when I walk up into that hospital. They are telling us if you don't have the symptoms, no test. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I know that they were telling us that if you have the symptoms to stay home, and if they get worse, then come to the hospital. But if not, just call your provider is what they're telling us here. And I live in Kentucky. Thank you so much, Keithia. I appreciate it. I really do. He needs all the prayers. I mean, it's not a serious surgery, but anybody that has to go under anesthesia is serious enough. Also, I want to say garbage bags. Make sure in your backpacks that you got garbage bags. You have wipes and toilet paper. You need those things just in case you are out, like just in case you do have to leave your house. You need those things to throw away. You don't want to just be throwing doo-doo paper on the floor. I mean, that's nasty. I mean, I know y'all like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world. Who cares? But still, you don't want to do that. Oh my gosh, they did? I'm about to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. There's a lot of I know I'm literally like 15 minutes away from Indiana right now. And I know over there in Indiana that they're shutting down hospitals over there. I mean, this is a virus that hasn't really killed a lot of people. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. Stay prayerful for those people. Hey, boo. Girl, I could not figure out how to do that. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that live for the both of us to get it going. Most definitely, most definitely. They are talking about shutting down all government offices, but they want stores open to provide. Oh, yeah, I think that's what they're doing here in Kentucky. I think that they're shutting down. She said, "I'm ready for my stimulus check." Um, they are most definitely shutting down the government offices here. They got people going to court, y'all, over the phone. That is so unheard of to me. Going to court over the phone. Oh my gosh. Sis, you're not about to get no EBT card. They are not worried about nobody getting no EBT card. They are not worried about nobody getting no WIC card. They are not worried about none of the above. I'll work for Dollar General. Why do you say that's 69, gal? 60. I keep calling you 69. 96, gal. I'm sorry. Why do I do it? I do that to you every time. Okay. 96, gal. Why do you say that? Hey, I don't qualify either. Hey, Diamond Girl. How are you? Right now, we're all just talking about what's going on in our states. If you are entering the chat, just drop your state and what's going on in your state or your city. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. Um, right now, what we are going through is all schools are shut down, our libraries, our government is shut down. What else is shut down? Daycares will be shut down Friday because everybody and their mama comes there. 96 guy, I ain't even gonna lie to you, girl. I was just there earlier. I just went to the Family Dollar earlier because I ain't playing. I needed my stuff. Like, I can't. Y'all got more stuff than the local grocery store. It's crazy. They're looking into funding for regular folks that work retail jobs. I say don't stress too much. Everything gonna work itself out. Yeah, I believe that too, sis. I really do. But you still gotta stay. You still gotta stay ready because we don't know what this government be on. They be on some whole other stuff. Canada, and it was said today that we will be issued vouchers. Oh, I love Canada. What part of Canada you live at? I love Canada. Well, I can't say I love the whole Canada, girl, because I only been to one part of Canada. But the one part of Canada that I've been to, I love it. So, are you saying like food vouchers, money vouchers? What kind of vouchers will y'all be getting? Vancouver. Oh, okay. I never been to Vancouver. Okay. No, they can't be on no funky ish. It's election year. Oh yeah. Yeah. My friend works for Macy's in San Francisco and they are off 3 weeks pay. Amen to that, because I know a lot of people are off and they ain't getting a dollar. Not a dollar. Hey, Simply Sweetheart. I was just over there. vouchers for food and housing supplies. Hey, $857. Yes, honey, give me my coins. Give me my coins. They're working on the kinks now, like dates and amounts. Okay. Well, they ain't working on nothing up here in Louisville, Kentucky, okay? My husband still got to work. A guy came to his job today that they said that they had to send home because he came in contact with somebody who had the virus, but he doesn't have it. And they still made them work. I'm like, if something happened to my husband, we're going to have a whole problem. A whole problem. 1,000 for single non-dependents. So we going to be good. I know that's right. So also, y'all, make sure y'all got a manual can opener. Make sure y'all got a manual can opener. Just in case electricity go out. Y'all, I'm being so serious with y'all. We do not know what is to come. We don't know how crazy people about to be out here because they scared that they about to die from this disease. I mean, a lot of people lived, a lot of people survived, but some people did die. And then, you got homeless people that is willing to break and bust down your door. It's cold, cold world out here, y'all. Let me say you and came to support you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the support, guys. I'm trying to go live more often with more serious topics. Just vibing, positive vibes, vibing with my sisters. That's all I'm worried about. I'm missing stuff. Hold on. They ain't giving out nothing here. Yeah. I have several of those. Good thing, Keithia. Why electricity gonna be cut off? I say electricity is gonna be cut off because a lot of people is gonna be off their job and not be able to pay their bills. Down here in Kentucky, a lot of people that like ours is called LG&E, which is lights, gas, electricity. If you ain't paying your LG&E, they gonna cut you off. They don't got no grace period. And if you're gonna be sitting there in the dark because you done, came up off your job and your job ain't paying, yeah, game night's tomorrow, boo. Anastasia, game night will be tomorrow. I'm gonna try to start at 9 o'clock, guys. So be over here and win some cash. And standardized testing. That's supposed to say cancel standardized. Oh, they cancel standardized testing. Oh yeah, like I was saying about people working, they're telling people to come up off their job, but they're not giving them no stimulus package. They're not giving them no money, so they sitting up here coming up off their jobs and not gonna be able to afford to pay their bills. So what happens? Your lights, your gas, and electricity gets turned off. Y'all gonna have to get batteries. Y'all gonna have to get flashlights. Y'all gonna have to get a crank radio. Y'all gonna have to get a manual can opener. Y'all gonna have to feed y'all babies. I fasted. I learned how to fast. And I can go up to 3 days without any food. As long as my kids got food, I am straight. I could care less about nothing else as long as my kids got food. I need to get some more firewood. It's cold. I just used the last. In California or my area, they can't shut us off because of it. And T-Mobile either. Okay, well that's good. That is good. Most definitely. That is really good. This is state of emergency. They don't care, girl. Over here in Louisville, Kentucky, they do not care. Out here, they said they're going to keep people's electric on even if they can't pay because of this state emergency. Now, as of right now, they not worried about that. I promise you, my neighbor, I just seen LG&E's truck outside, cut their LG&E off just yesterday. It was a state of emergency yesterday. We supposed to be getting together and all coming together and like everybody on my block, because you got to get to know your neighbors. So everybody on my block, we then came together and we trying to get some money together to help them get their lights cut back on because LG&E don't care right now. Now to say next week, it may be something different, but as of yesterday, they cut that stuff off. California is helping with the gas and electricity, so I'm grateful even though it's paid up. Amen to that, sister. Amen to that. I'm happy you're able to have your bills paid up, but there's so many people out there that do not have their bills paid up and don't care about no state of emergency or nothing. It is messed up. I hope it changes in my area too, because I already done paid my LG&E, and y'all, my LG&E was like a pretty penny. It's a whole lot of money. I just thank God that I own my house, because if I didn't, I would definitely be broke and trying to figure stuff out. Y'all also make sure y'all got pain relievers, y'all got laxatives, y'all get anti-diarrhea medicine, like what, Pepto-Bismol. Make sure y'all have everything stocked. Go to y'all stores and get these medications and make sure they are stocked. You have to be stocked, because people are, they don't even care. Yeah, you in the U.S., darling. They shouldn't do that. Girl, they don't care. 96 gal, they do not care. You say Kentucky taxes ain't no joke. Who you telling? I live in Kentucky, honey. They ain't no joke. There ain't nothing to joke about Kentucky. I love Kentucky, don't get me wrong. I got some Aleve tonight, and I got my regular med stocked. I know that's right, Keithia. Keitha, I'm sorry. I know that's right. We made sure we stocked up everything. We made sure we stocked up kids' medications. We made sure we stocked up medications for ourselves. Pedialyte. Girl, we got all that. Yeah, we bought all the med stuff in case we do get sick. But my husband and myself still working. I mean, I'm about ready to pull all my money out the bank, to tell y'all the truth. What y'all think about that? Y'all gonna pull y'all money out the bank, or y'all gonna leave it in there? Because I don't know. Because I know that nobody ever thought it would get to the point where they will be shutting down stuff. I knew that it was serious when they said that there was going to be no March Madness, when they said that the NBA was shut down, the NHL was shut down. When they start shutting down multi-million-dollar things, I'm like, okay, this is serious. So are y'all thinking about pulling y'all money out the bank, or how y'all feel about that? I already know what my sister Anastasia is thinking, because she was like, she needs all her coins. Are you pull some out? Oh yeah, I know, 96 gal. I know, but ain't nobody listening though. We got a case in Kentucky that they sent him home in Nelson County. I don't live in Nelson County, but we have a case in Nelson County where they sent him home to self-medicate, and he has been out of the house. They had to have the police surround his house to keep him in there, because he was trying to leave and go and party and go to the grocery store and go spread his germs everywhere. People are not listening. They told us to, don't have more than 50 people, over 50 people at any place or something like that. Girl, they had a whole party for St. Patrick's Day, and it was over 150 people. So they said we about to be on what's that, lockdown. They about to lock us down next time something like that happens. They only doing this to slow the virus down. I got my beer, my wine, my liquor, and pork rinds. She said pork rinds. I love me some pork rinds. Yes, just in case these people showing they behind. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to send you the video of why they really shutting airports down on IG. Yeah, boo. Send it to my DM. Shoot, I hope my pain doctor is still open, because I need my pain meds. Yes, simply, sweetheart girl. Go get you some. Go get you some. Go get you some. Because we was talking to somebody from Italy earlier, and he was saying that they're on a 24-hour lockdown, and they cannot leave. They cannot drive on the streets. They got police on all streets. He said that if you need medications or anything, that they have to be delivered to the house. So I'm like, what? We just got to thank God for what's going on over here in the United States. A lot of us are able to freely walk the streets, go out, get a breath of fresh air, go to the store, but other places, they're not able to do that. I told my daughter they're going to shut the doors of the church too, but she said, "Cause God going to save them." My daughter crazy. But I feel her though. We still had church. My church still was open. A lot of the churches around me closed because our governor said, no, close the churches, but we still was open. It's like, if you don't want to come to church, that's good. You can stay home. We understand. But look, I'm going to let y'all know, ain't nothing like being in the house of God and being able to fellowship with your fellow brothers and sisters and praying and worshiping. I mean, like I said earlier, bleach only takes care of 99.9% of the germs, but my Lord and Savior will take care of the other 1% with me praying. So he gave me an elbow bump. They should cancel it. Oh, 96 gal. My church ain't overcrowded, girl. We barely have any people there. We're small. We're small. We don't even have over. We don't even have over 50 people in our church. We're just a small little neighborhood church. Our church is closed this week. I have faith, but it also said in the family separate yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Put that up there. They had on gloves, handing out communion. You better stop. I'm not there. I'm not with you. Simply sweetheart. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Oh, we only have 10, but half elderly. Yeah, the elderly got to stay in. We don't have a lot of elderly people in our church. I don't even think we have any elderly people in our church. I know mainly they were saying to like keep the kids away because although a lot of kids aren't catching the virus, they are carrying it by not washing their hands, which is understandable. It made me feel so unloved. I mean, I don't blame people for not showing up for church. I really don't. I honestly don't. But I mean, that's my routine, guys. That's what I do. I go to church almost every single day because we have prayer. What, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is when we have prayer. We only have it for like an hour. So it's like people come out and pray with each other, just in case somebody's going through surgery or somebody's family or whatever. I got it, boo. I got it. I'm about to look at it in a minute. And then we got, Wednesday service, Sunday service. So, we're cooling it down on some of the services. But like I said, we don't have that many members to where we all basically staying in the house because a lot of our members don't have a job right now because their jobs is closed and shut down. So they're in the house. They go from home to church and back home. Cynthia, I'm gonna need you to explain to me what old girl in the video was trying to do. Okay. Yes, prayer works. God is so much bigger than this virus. Yes, he is. But it says in the Bible what's going on now. So, just be prepared. We have service 3 times a week and tomorrow night prayer line. I love prayer. Okay, y'all, I gotta grind with crazy folks again tomorrow. I'll catch y'all later. Okay, 96 gal, come in tomorrow about 9 or 10 o'clock. I'm definitely gonna be having game night, so I need you here to have some fun through these lockdown times. Anybody in this group, I appreciate y'all for coming. Like the live and turn my notification bell on. So tomorrow when I go live of game night, I cash out the winner. It may be $25, it may be $10. I mean, I be feeling like blessing people every Tuesday. Yep, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. game night. Yes, something. Every school in this country is closed. Every restaurant. Amen, sis. Okay, 96 gal. You have a good night, sis. Well, I missed you, Keithia, because you used to be up with me all night, girl. We used to be up all night talking about nothing, honey. So I missed you. I'm happy that you're on today. But when I close this out, I'm gonna close it out with a prayer though. Be prayer for y'all and y'all families. The protection. Let me look at what my sister go real quick. Let me see what she's talking about. Girl, I already don't even want to watch this because I already see this girl's face. You was online shopping, girl. Last time we was online shopping, sure, spending up all the money. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh my gosh, no. Licking the airplane toilet because I'm gross like that. First of all, she sent me a video of this girl licking the toilet seat. It's called the Corona Challenge. She's licking the toilet seat on the airplane. Do you not know how many nasty butts been on that toilet seat? And you decided to lick it. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Gross. Gross is indeed. And they're making it a challenge. Stupid people make stuff like that a challenge. Stupid people. It makes me mad when people do stupid stuff like that. Like it's like they don't care about. She does, most definitely. Well, I hope you'll be able. I hope that you're able to enjoy your birthday. The way they shutting down everything, girl, you're gonna be dancing around your house for your birthday. Honey, they on some old other stuff right now. And that's not a God. That is not of God at all. Make sure y'all get y'all documents as well, guys. Make sure y'all put your documents in a plastic bag and put it in a backpack. If she don't get the coronavirus, she gonna get a rotten tongue virus. Oh, she gonna catch hepatitis or something licking that seat like it. I was telling them at the beginning of this video to make sure that you guys have a backpack stocked and put away for emergency purposes. Some people don't think about that, and the only reason why I'm talking about it is because the dumb people that I seen run straight to the store and buy up all the hamburger meat, all the steak, all the pork loin, all the macaroni and cheese, all the stupid stuff that they've been buying instead of buying non-perishable items, instead of buying medicine, instead of buying vitamins. They bought up toilet paper and meat, stuff that's to cook today. Okay? So, your walker is at the front door as well. You'll have it all ready and prepared. You gotta tell her real thought. Well, who is that? I must be out of the loop, boo. Let me see. Who is that? What's your thoughts? We're gonna go there. Why they still going to the club? What the Bible say, y'all? Y'all know what the Bible said? That's like what was it, Sodom and Gomorrah? What was it? Where they was partying while all this stuff was going on. Y'all gotta think that's what happens. Like people, okay, you ever ask somebody like, what you gonna do before you die? What's the last thing you gonna do before you die? What do everybody say? Have sex? I'm like, that's the stupidest thing you can go out on this earth doing. Like, what? Why is that the only thing you think of? Oh, all our clubs and bars and everything is closed. Our liquor stores, bars, and everything. Let me see what you talking about though, because I don't know who Andrew Gilliam is, to tell you the truth. I probably know him by face and just did never know was his name. Okay, Tallahassee mayor. What happened to the Miami accident? What did he do? My thoughts. Well, dear sir, how did you end up in a hotel room with a male escort and how much meth did you use? Oh, girl, now I'm going to have to research this story. I ain't even hear about that. Remember I told you earlier, girl, I don't watch the news? Stuff be all depressing. Dang, and he's a handsome brother, too. She said he's getting help. She said he's getting help. I'm confused on what is the deal with these black men nowadays. What's going on? What y'all got going on? So when did this happen? Was it just like a couple days ago or something? True, I'll be saying that too, sis. Anastasia, I'll be saying that like if you ain't get caught, would you be getting help? If you ain't get caught, would you be trying to tell me everything now? That's how men are though. Would you be sorry if you didn't get caught? You know, ninjas love to get help after they done get caught. Right. That is our men. That is our men. Plus, I watched that video today, Anastasia, about what we was talking about earlier. That girl went off. Like she did sound a little upset though, but I kind of understood where she was coming from. But y'all, we gonna have to pray for our black men to get it right, y'all. We're gonna have to pray for the deadbeat baby daddies. We're gonna have to pray for the black men that feel like they are not a part of our community. Them guys like this guy that y'all talking about, Andrew. We're gonna have to pray for him. We're gonna have to pray for our brothers that is locked up. We're gonna have to pray to get the black home back black again. I have nothing against other races, but I mean, ain't nothing like a black woman uplifting a black man and having a beautiful black family. And if there's a white woman uplifting her white man and having a beautiful white family, I'm all for that too. Yeah, I said I understood what she was saying. I mean, she went off though. But I understood what she was saying, but it kind of sounded like she didn't really know what she was talking about. Like, it kind of sounded like she was accidentally hitting good points when I listened to it. I mean, everybody knows that a black woman is dominant and a black man is dominant. And that's why other races get with a black men and women because we're dominant. I wasn't with her when she was talking about the white woman though. I ain't understand that, but God just sent me an amazing man waiting to see what it brings. Amen, sis. I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement with him sending you an amazing man. You already know it. A lot of these men don't want black women because they can't come half stepping. Okay. We're gonna go back to Love is Blind on that tip. I'm gonna go right there. Think about Cameron. The one thing I loved about Cameron is whenever he walked Lauren up to that house and he was like, I got this house for my wife and my kids. Dude was already prepared to have a family. And that's what a lot of men need to be, is prepared to have a family. They need to already have a job. They need to already have a home for their wife to come to. They need to have God. So whenever they are in trouble, they can go to the Father and they can pray about the situation. So I really felt Cameron whenever he had already went and bought a house and he had it ready for his wife and his kids, even though at the time he did not have a girlfriend. That right there touched my heart more than anything on the show. Now, what's the little dude's name? Mark, the little funny looking dude, Mark. I valued him too because he is the type of guy who he he has a vision, and all he wants is that woman to be behind him, to support him, to carry out that vision. I love that. And I love a man with a vision because we can build together. Sometimes you're not ready to have a man who is already established, because then you're coming into the relationship trying to play catch up, or you don't know how he would feel about you coming into the relationship with nothing or something but not enough, to the point where he feels like he ain't got to share with you, or he ain't got to take care of you because you came in with your own. But a person that you can stack and get money with each other and build with each other, I love a man like that. I love a man who either already got a plan or who is planning and just need that woman to back him up. So I don't care about when no black man talking about us half stepping. I don't care about when no woman talking about half stepping. Yeah, most definitely. You most definitely gotta have the initiative. Okay, Keith, there's a show on Netflix. It's called Love Is Blind, and the show is about like a bunch of different people from different races and backgrounds, and they come together and they come in this pod. So they don't get to see each other. They just get to talk to each other, have a conversation with each other. So basically, it's not off of looks, it's not off of the body, it's just off of the spirit of the person and the person's personality. And then if you feeling that person, you propose to that person and you get engaged. When you get engaged, the show sends you off to this island with each other, and y'all just, get to know each other on a more personal level, just get to see each other. And then they mixed up all the couples together, and you got to see who you was talking to throughout X amount of days that y'all been talking. If I can make everything I want happen as a black woman, you ain't getting no excuses. Oh no, most definitely. Oh yeah, you will binge watch it though. Most definitely, sis. I agree with you. No excuses, no excuses at all. But I feel like if a man is going to come step into a black woman, he should have himself together. He should most definitely have himself together. He should have a job. He should have a place to take her. To me, I don't care if the woman ain't got a pot to pee in or a penny to rub between her two fingers. As long as she is willing to support her man and he's willing to support her in her decisions, that's how I feel. Because I feel like it's the man's responsibility is to be a protector, to be a provider. That's the main two things. Because if you think about it, back in the day, like all the way back in the day, you went from your house with your mother and father to your husband's house. And what your husband was supposed to do is take over the job of your father. What your father was to protect his daughter and to provide for his daughter, not just his daughter, but his other kids. But I'm just saying it as us being females, his job was to protect and to provide for us. So when a man came correct and he came to go and get a wife, he had to go to that father and prove to that father that I have X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't go and be like, "Oh yeah, I got $1 in the dream." No, nigga, you gotta have a job. Do you got a job? Do you got somewhere to take my daughter? So if y'all get married, what y'all gonna come stay with me? No, you gotta have somewhere to take my child. So that's why I feel like a man should be a protector and a provider. And whether you in school doing your thing or you still living at home with your mom and you ain't doing nothing, a man's supposed to come correct. Like you said, there's no excuses. No excuses on why you ain't got no job. No excuses on why you ain't got no house. And in these days, a lot of guys got kids. So you gotta make sure, is you taking care of your kids? How's the relationship between you and your baby mama? Is y'all good? Is she okay with your baby coming to visit on the weekends or every other weekend? Is there gonna be a problem once I come in the picture? You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't be thinking about stuff like that. They just want to just go hop in the bed with everybody and then be mixing spirits and stuff. I appreciate it, sis. Hey, I had to get schooled, honey. I had to get schooled. I was one of them little goofy little girls out here, just falling in love with any dude that called me cute. And I had to realize my worth. I had to realize who I was as a woman, or at that time, a young woman. I got married when I was, what, 20 years old. I was 20 when I got married. And a lot of people was like, oh my gosh, you're so young. You got your whole life to get married, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't have my whole life to get married. I want to get married now so me and my husband can build with one another and be successful with one another. I'm not trying to wait until I'm older. No offense to anybody that is. Take care of these kids is something I'll never. Sis, let me put that up there. Sis, how? How? You want to know the one thing I hate? Oh my gosh. I know we got all off. We were supposed to be doing emergency preparedness, but for some reason, when my sister get on here, we get into a deep conversation. That's why I love her. But anyways, how can you take care of the next woman's kids better than you take care of your own kid? Now, me and my husband, we got kids together. He didn't have no kids before he met me. I didn't have no kids before I met him. My thing to myself, I told myself, what I promised myself was, I'm not going to get with no man with no kids because I know who I am. And I'm a very selfish person. I'm not selfish anymore. But at that time that I was 20 years old, I was selfish. I was like, no, I'm not sharing my husband with no kids. And I applaud any woman that can do that. But I'm not going to lie, I couldn't do it. And I probably would have been that silly woman that been like, you can't go see your son. Nope, you can't go over there because I don't like baby mama drama. I don't like drama, and I ain't trying to beat up your baby mama. So that's why I just decided not to get with a man who had kids. So my husband didn't want to be with a woman who had kids. So we came together. We had our own kids. But if my husband did have kids before we came together, don't take care of my kids before you take care of your own kids. Take care of your own kids. Then you can come and help me with mine if you want to. But make sure your own kids is good. I don't like it. I don't think that's cute at all. He valued Gucci shoes, but his baby mama done lost her job because she couldn't afford childcare. Right. You supposed to be worried about your kids. I know the Bible say, a wife comes first, which I do agree. But although you know your place in his life, you still are supposed to support your man on being the father that he needs to be to his children. In my situation, he was 6 kids and takes care of all of them, even his grown daughter. That's good. That's good. That is good. It's really, really, really hard to find men like that who take care of their kids. And that's sad to say that. Did y'all see that video of that man? Like, I think the woman got shot or something, or she was in a burning house or something, and he was like, "This girl gonna go ahead and get shot, and I gotta take care of my kids." What did you just say on national television? Like, are you not supposed to be taking care of your kids? I'm confused. I'm confused, sir. When I go talk to these young girls out here, I let them know, when you talking to a dude, ask him, do you have any kids? If you have any kids, are you paying child support? Are you and your baby mama on good terms? Okay, once all that's lined up, do you got a job? Where do you work at? How many days a week do you go to work? Are you on time to work? Because just because the man got a job don't mean he ain't on his last foot at the job on getting fired. Hey, most definitely, a wife does come first, and being that she knows her place, because a husband comes, first and a wife comes first to a husband, and being that she knows her place, she's going to be supportive and be like, "Babe, you need to go get your son or your daughter. You need to take care of your son or your daughter." That's how that goes, most definitely. And there is levels and orders, but guess what? Don't nobody follow them. That's what's wrong with marriages today. Everybody's willing to get a divorce for no reason. Like, I'm not gonna say no reason, but think about whenever me and my husband talk or we get into it or whatever, I be thinking like about my great grandma. My great grandma had 17 kids. She birthed 17 kids for my great granddad. And he went off to Pittsburgh to try to find a job so he can move his family up there. And he went up there and he had sex and had two more kids, but behind her back. So actually, in between the 17, they had 15 kids. He went to Pittsburgh, had two more kids by somebody else. And then when he brought his wife and kids up to Pittsburgh, he impregnated her with two more kids. But to read, she had made a diary, guys, and she had spoke about how she felt about that. All her kids were like a year apart, and she was just speaking in her diary about what she was going through mentally and emotionally. And for her to actually continue to love that man, regardless of how he treated her, regardless of what he did to her, regardless of how she had to take care of 15 kids on her own, while he was in Pittsburgh lollygagging, doing whatever he was doing with whoever he was doing it with. And she still loved him, and they were married until they died together. Not literally died together, but you know what I'm saying? Like, literally married until one of them died. Like, that's strength on a whole nother level. And nowadays, women aren't ready for that. Women aren't ready that if your husband cheats on you, you're ready to walk out, which is very hard. Don't get me wrong. That is very, very hard to deal with, which is a cheating husband or a cheating spouse. But some things you got to work through. The first time you cheat on me, okay, we're going to go to counseling. We're going to work it out. You go do you for a little bit, go spend time by yourself, collect your thoughts, get yourself in order, and then come back. And then we meet each other and we go to counseling and we work on each other. First you work on yourself, then we work on each other, then we work on our marriage. I feel like that. That's how I feel. But like, one thing that I will not tolerate is domestic violence. If you gotta beat me up, we don't need to be married. You good. Go off and do you. You ain't gotta put your hands on me to tell me to do anything, to let me know anything. So, I mean, just reading her diary, y'all, it really like touched me, and it helped me a lot with my marriage and understanding on how to stay and work things out. And some things aren't that bad. I accidentally touched something. What I touch? What I touch? Let me put that back. Put it up there. And been there, done that. Did you get through it? Or did you, are you on your second marriage, or did you get through it? Because I would never tell a woman not to fight for her marriage. I would never do that, because I fight for mine. So I'm not going to be like, oh, girl, leave him. Go do you. No, fight for your marriage, girl. That's your man. You put a lot of time and effort in that man. For him to think that he's just about to get up and go and do whatever he wants with whoever he wants. No, 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 boo-boo. You are not reaping the benefits of the work I put in. She gonna say my throat has been a little scratchy. I was working through it until baby number 2 popped up. He didn't want to do the work that caused him to cheat. Hey, says like, hey, I don't blame you. It's like, if you ain't trying to work through this and you still doing what you doing, go on. Be by yourself. You ain't want to be married in the first place. I don't understand that. Yeah, that stuff goes back. That's generational curses. People don't believe in them generational curses. The rejection that you feel from your mother and father, or the anger that you get that they wasn't in your life, or the jealousy that you have because somebody else had a parent. Like, all that stuff reflects on your relationship now. And people don't understand that. That's why when you talk to somebody, you have really got to get to know the person. You have really, really, really got to get to know the person. You cannot just be surface talking. What surface talking is, hey, what school did you go to? Where you from? Oh, okay, well, your job. Oh, okay, well, your brother, your sister. Oh, okay. No, you have to get down to the nitty gritty. I ain't worried though. Third time's a charm. It's my last marriage or first homicide. Dude, what is wrong? I am not dealing with you tonight, girl. No, I cannot see you on the news, honey. I don't want to see you on the news, girl. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out. If he's doing good now, then that's what's up. Work it out, honey. She gonna say, "Oh, my first homicide." That's why I said, God know I'm crazy. I'll be about ready to kill somebody too, and it won't be myself. I'm too pretty. Police be at my door if something like that happened. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna kill you. I'm gonna just kill you with kindness. Go on, get out. I'm gonna take you for everything you worth. You ain't gonna have a dollar to your name once you leave me alone. That's how I feel about that. I cannot believe I'm up. My husband gotta get up in an hour. I need to go lay down in the bed with him. I'm about to end this video in a minute. And Sasha, you gonna go live tomorrow and connect me in? See, I'm that crazy one they talk about on the ID channel, the one that get real quiet and calm and upset. Oh no. I said I'm not crazy. No, I gotta express my emotions. I ain't quiet at all. I have got to express my emotions. I cannot. Well, my girl, keep the. Okay, are you gonna you wanna try it? Because I don't know how to do it. If you know how to do it, we can try. Cause like I'm looking at my screen right now and it say invite. But then when I click invite, it tells me to copy something. And then I copied it and I pasted it, but you said you didn't see it. So let me see if I can do it now. Just to see if we can try it. Copy the clipboard. Okay. Copied. Oh, you said you still here soaking it all in. That's what's up. That's what's up. But before, hold on, let me see. Paste. Copy and paste the link to the chat. Okay. I just did it. Ah. Okay. So yeah, we'll definitely get together and do that tomorrow. Most definitely. We gotta think of a topic though, sis. Hit me up in my DMs with a topic that we can come up with. But oh, okay. Then she will click on it. Okay. That was easy. Now can I delete it? See, that's the thing I don't like about this StreamYards. Okay. But I am out, you guys. I pray that everybody gets a good night's sleep. That the Lord comes and protects you. The blood of Jesus protects you. That your dreams are nothing but sweet dreams. that ain't nobody visiting you in the night. Ain't no paralyzing in the sleep. Oh yeah, I'm about to go to bed. Like I said, get sweet dreams. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Keith, hopefully you'll be here for game night tomorrow, 9 o'clock. I am ending the broadcast.